know, when I was a little kid, like real little, I used to be at my grandmom's house, my grandfather's house. And I don't know if you heard that. That was my grandfather clock in the background. I always loved those chimes. And we lived on the west side of Youngstown too when I was like in third, fourth grade, right over by the flower garden. And used to always hear those church bells. And I don't know, something just, it brings me peace and I love it. I love to hear those bells. But, every time I hear my grandfather clock go off, I remember my grandparents, you know. Now, the time is 11, 11:45, The day is almost done. It was an honor being there for Christina, Abby, Marisol, and everyone else in the family. JJ, he always considered me, hey, that's my big brother. So that's Mark. I got him a job with me in the restaurant, try to pull him away from Youngstown, get him in a good situation. He go up to the customers, hey, my name's JJ. This is my big brother Mark. And I'd be like, yo, JJ, you gotta be more professional. You gotta say Jason. You gotta introduce yourself as Jason. And it amazed me being there at a service to see how many people came through. I heard people saying it was 2 blocks backed up of people trying to come and see him. I also heard from one of the cousins that they totaled up the numbers that signed his book, like 600 people. That's amazing. It made me think, like, wow, this cat had such a touch on everybody, a reach. He touched everybody from Youngstown, probably out towards North Lima, but I know my way, he touched me. I'm out in Warren. But he touched people out in Cortland and Champion too. The people out there that he got to know through working with me. And, my name is Mark. I'm that adopted son that probably nobody really knows. But, if JJ was there and I was there and you come rolling up, he was going to introduce me. This is my big brother Mark. And I take that to heart. It was a great ceremony. Everybody, we had to do what we had to do. Everybody was torn up. I was torn up. I tried to do my best to hold it together. But I had my tears too. But, I try to take it as a champ and hold that in. I'm going to miss you, JJ. Everybody's going to miss you, but you know what? You're not gone. You might be gone, physically, but you ain't never going to be gone from my mind. I'm always thinking about you. You ain't never going to be gone. You're here with me, here with everybody else, your mom, your sisters, your family. Wow, this is crazy. It wasn't supposed to be like this, And Big Drew, that man speaks the truth. These kids got to wake up. I got the same views on everything he was saying. I was a little youngin' too, trying to be cool, and people can tell you a little bit of stories about me if you ask about Mark. From the north side to the east side, you can hear stories about me. Shitload of money, blowing it, nice cars, fucking smoking weed, drinking, getting involved with the wrong woman. You can hear about me trying to be cool, hear about me carrying a gun, hear about me going to prison. And what for? Trying to be cool? That shit's dumb as fuck. It's dumb. It's stupid. And I'm glad I didn't have to use my gun. I'm glad I got arrested and fucking booked on the zero tolerance day, and I didn't fucking do something stupid that I regretted. This shit wasn't supposed to happen. This shit, maybe this shit should have happened to me. Not JJ. JJ wasn't in the shit. JJ was a good boy. He ain't even a boy. He was a good man, young man, you know. And everybody got to get their act together. I stood quiet because that's who I am. I hold my emotions in, and if I show them, I only show them for certain people at the right times. You know, I spoken to Chris, told her some stories, what's been going on these past days. But these are my emotions and stories that I have for her and her family. But now this day is winding down, and I gotta get all this off my chest and explain, you know, who JJ was and who I am. You know, I met little JJ back when his father worked at the VIP car carrier, Jason. I used to go down there with my homeboy Ryan. He was old enough. I had to help him out so he can get the hell out of work and buy the beer, man. You know, we would kick it, and that's how I met Jason. That's how I met JJ. JJ be in the Cadillac, going through the CD players, going through the AM FM radios, trying to find a station, while his dad's like buffing the car. JJ be inside. I knew him since he was like 8 years old. Things went different ways. We grew apart for a moment, but I came right back. And this cat, he checked me like, "What are you doing in my house with my mom?" And I'm like, I had a smirk and laugh about it. And Christine's like, "Jay, you know, you don't remember him? That's Mark, you know." And we got to talking, and he asked, "Well, why are you over here?" And blah, 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 blah. But, you know, I did a little bit of time, and I had to go away, too. I went to prison being dumb, like I said. But when I came out, you know, they took me in. And I lived over there almost for like a year, I believe. And me and JJ, we became so close. We used to play basketball every day, play video games every night. I mean, this cat really got me into video games again. I used to grow up with Nintendo, Super Nintendo, Nintendo 64. My mom always bought me stuff like that. But then at my time of having my own children, I grew apart from that and the drama. I put the controller down. But JJ, he got me hip to the game again on Xbox 360, playing Call of Duty. We'd shoot some shit up on Call of Duty, fucking run kill streaks left and right, man. I mean, hell, we even played with Jason on the internet too. We was like a squad. And I mean, we was really into that shit. And, you know, I talked to him the Monday before this all happened. He called me up like, "What's up, bro?" And I'm like, "Man, nothing, you know, working like I always do all day, every day. But hey, that's life. You got to do it, man. I mean, you got to get out of the street." And I preached that knowledge to him, and I believe he listened. You know, he always asked me, "What's new? What you got? What you got?" Like, I'm like, "Man, I got me my house. I got a second house. I got some cars. I got some motorcycles. I got me my dogs. I mean, I got this, I got that." And I think he liked that. He seen the way to go. And I know he wanted to get a job. He asked me for a job, actually, on Monday. And we talked about some other things. We talked about PlayStation and stuff. He sold his PS4 because I was working so much I couldn't get on and play online with him. So he sold it because he said he was bored. He didn't have nobody to play Call of Duty with. I'm like, "Man, all right, well, you got to go get another one, you know, because I'm a manager now, so I got more time and I can play with you." And we laughed about it. And I said, "You with your mom again?" And he said, "Yeah, I moved back with my mom. I don't want to be dealing with the girls no more. I broke up with my ex." And I said, "That's good because that girl don't look good for you, man." I said it since day one, you know. I called him out when I first seen her. That one ain't for you, man. She's bad news. But yeah, we talked about everything. He's back at his mom's. He wanted a job. He wanted to get back in school. He wanted to get focused. He don't want to worry about the girls. You know, he asked me, "Mark, when's your day off? When can I come through?" I said, "Jay, you know, hit me up on Wednesday. It's my day off. You know, let's see what's up." And Wednesday come around, and me, my wife, and two daughters, we like, "Well, what are we gonna do? We're gonna go sled riding now." I don't know why. This cat, he could have called me. I could have called him Javon vouched for it, and Christina too. They was talking about coming my way, and they didn't. And I didn't call. I went sled riding. I get done with that. The kids still sliding down the hills. They don't want to go home. I'm in the car watching a video that the other dude made, JJ's homeboy. I don't know. I'm sorry, I can't remember your name. But I was so tired, I barely paid attention to the video, and I shut my phone off. I went home. I went to sleep, laid down. I wasn't feeling good. Carla comes coming in. Mark, something's going on with JJ. Mom's worried. What's going on? I'm like, what are you talking about? On Facebook. And I'm like, nah, this is Facebook drama. I don't care. No, you need to check this out. And I'm like, all right, let me get up. And it said R-I-H. And I'm like, R-I-H. You know, I'm old school. R-I-P, rest in peace. But, you know, R-I-H, rest in heaven. It didn't come to me. I start scrolling, reading this. What is this madness? This don't make sense. Like, what? And I called people up. I couldn't get a hold of some people. I finally got a hold of Nani, and she broke that down to me. And I was like, excuse me? Him? What happened? No, I don't believe it. Shit hit me like a sack of bricks, like a fucking Mack truck just ran me over. My little brother got killed. He got shot. Then for what? Big Drew. For what, right? That senseless bullshit. These cats gotta get right, you know. I hope Big Drew does some big things. I like to participate in that. Get kids together. I believe this is gonna change. Christina, she got a big voice and a big heart. And these little youngins, they flock to her. Maybe we can get everybody's mind back on track. I mean, it had to come to this, but it shouldn't have. It shouldn't have. What? What is it for? Some bitch? Some stupid fuckboy? Riding for that dumb bitch? It's crazy, man. I'm sitting here right now. You know, I got the candles all out. I took some pictures. You know, I'm sitting here all night. I'm still suited up. The night ain't done yet. I'm waiting for my grandfather clock to count down 12. And I'm going to spend that time on this camera with y'all talking about that knowledge and that truth and about JJ and who he was and who he is to me and everybody. I was a smart boy. We had great conversations about everything. We had funny times. I remember I'd go to the east side and I would look for JJ at Christina's house. And, you know, a lot of the time when I go over there, I hear about the drama about my ex. And I hate that shit. So there was a point in time I would kind of lay off and I wouldn't go over as much. But really, you know, when I went over there, I wasn't going to hear the drama. I really wasn't checking on Christina. She's a grown woman. I love her. But I was going there for JJ, my brother, man. I loved him. And when I go over there and he'd be busy, like he would be out with his other cousins or Javon or with his girlfriend, I'd be like, damn, I missed him. Fuck. You know, I'm sad. But now, that shit's gonna be like that all the time, in a way. Because I can't see him. I can't joke with him. I can't hear him laugh or see him smile. But, I mean, I can remember the good times. I mean, I guess that's enough, right, for everybody. I mean, that big character and that little dude, wow, that was a gift. I see everybody's condolences. I see the comments of things he did. Wow. This cat, I was sick as hell one day. I had the flu. It was like a whole body thing. I couldn't get out of bed. I was fucked up. He texted me. I posted it on there if y'all guys read it. What you doing, man? I'm like, none. I got the flu. He's like, what you mean? Like a runny nose, cough? I'm like, nah, man. It's like a whole body thing, you know? He's like, you know what's good for that? A banana. And he's like, nah, I'm just playing. I'm like, no. You're right, though, because fruit is supposed to be good for you when you're sick. You hear that? It's my grandfather clock. Reminded me of my grandparents. Reminded me of this day now. It's 12, we're counting down. This is the end of it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. This day's done. It's all past now. Nothing but the future. Things gotta change. But, you know, he said a banana's gonna make you better. And he's like, that's silly though, and da. But anyways, as fucked up as I was, unexpectedly knocked out, he come up the stairs all the way from Youngstown out here to Warren. I don't know how he got over here, but he did. And he woke my ass up. Get up out of bed. And I'm like, all right, what's up, man? What are you doing here? He said, come on, man. You can't be laying down. Let's do something. And that's who JJ was. He wasn't a sit-around guy. He liked to get into stuff. He got me up. We booted up the PlayStation 4. We got on the Call of Duty. We shot some shit up on there. Did the numbers. We're team number 1 all the time. Me and him carrying the team. I'm in first. He's in second. Once in a while, he get in first. That's because he fucks with the shotgun so damn much, and he thinking he can run in the spawn and kill people. But nah, I said, he got me hip to that. I like using the shotguns now on Call of Duty. But yeah, he got me up out of bed. I'm feeling fucked up. Or I'm at work. He sent me a text message. He's like, hey, yo, my name's Romeo. I'm at your back door. And I'm like, what the fuck is he talking about? This cat was already at my house. He got in, you know. He took my dogs out, Romeo and Juliet. He took my dogs out to go use the bathroom. I come home like, Jay, what's up? He's like, you know, Romeo, he need to go outside and use the bathroom. I did the dishes. Like, Jay, what are you doing, man? Doing the dishes. But that's who he was. He liked doing shit for people. I mean, he was a gift. And over there on the east side, I'm like, wow, he made the best of everything over there, man. He take a fucking piece of shit, and no matter how shitty that fucking side of town is, I'm sorry if y'all mad, but for me, Youngstown is a stepping stone, and I believe everybody kind of needs to realize that and want more and get in good neighborhoods and good schools for the children and move on, get a good job and get a nice house in a nice area. Hell, leave the state, I don't know. But he took that fucking shitty side of town and made the best of it. You know, houses run down and shit. He made the best of it. That kid never really had much, but he made the best of it. Yeah, I tell my kids, listen, y'all got some shit that JJ ain't never had. We got some nice shit. Instead of y'all taking care of it, y'all fuck it up. But hey, they're little kids. They got to learn. And I'm disciplining them, you know. And I believe I know what I'm doing. I mean, look at me. I was fucking up hard. And I pulled my life together. And a lot of y'all didn't even recognize me at the funeral. I don't know if it's the long hair, or I lost the glasses, or I ain't got the gold anymore all around me, on my fingers, on my wrist, or my neck, you know. That was dumb shit that I did. Y'all don't know me no more. You know me now as a grown man. You compliment me, say I'm looking good. Thank you. But it was hard work that got me here. I think it's been 6 or 7 years since I lived on the east side. Here I am. I got some shit, but I'm not done. This is Warren. It's nice. I like it. I got people up and down the roads walking the dogs and jogging. Kids playing. But I want more. And I believe everybody else needs to do the same. They need to have more. Get up. That guy at the funeral, at the plot. He said, "Stop being a fucking hood rat. Get the fuck up. Get a job. Do something with yourself. Get in school." Another man, very smart, speaking the truth. I look at a lot of people there, and I'm like, you know what? Ain't gonna change. They ain't. And later, I'm gonna see him again. Maybe at a funeral, or maybe with nothing. Maybe on the street. There's a fucking drug addict, crackhead begging for something. Or maybe I won't see y'all, because I'll be somewhere else. And I'll be thinking I'm a little man, JJ, that should have been with me. You should have been with me, man. I love that boy. And I love y'all. With that man, that young boy, that young man, we're all united. We all love them. We're all a family. I don't care what you are, black, Puerto Rican, white, Mexican. We're all a family through him. We're all brothers and sisters through him. The Oliveira family, they lost a son, but they gained how many more through him? My hand's shaking right now. Speaking the truth. God, help me. Help me spread that message to y'all. Because I see y'all fucking up. JJ wouldn't want that for y'all. He want better for everybody. So we need to pull our shit together, man, and fucking step it up for him. We gotta do this justice. I believe we are gonna get justice for that young man. I believe these two idiots is not gonna get off easy. I believe this is gonna make some fucking almost like, I swear to God, it's gonna make like national headlines. Cause I know y'all love them. And I'm gonna help push that message too. If it gotta be on social media, I don't even do this shit. I'm old school. Like the big homie Drew and the other guy. I'm kicking a can too. I ain't on this shit. Just Facebook. Fuck it. Y'all know me now. And I hope I get to know y'all more. See y'all doing good. I don't know, man. I'm just rattling off. Speaking my mind. But check it. You know, I got my little shrine going on. I got my nice mirror here. My candles. This one's special right here. That one's real special. That's like love right there for you, Jay. I don't know if he's blowing out a candle or if he's blowing a kiss. Take it how you want it. That dude right there, that one, I had to pull him out. That's for you, man. I got my rosaries here. I have a collection. This one especially is my father's. My father passed away. I never got the chance to know him. And my mother's, she's very sick and handicapped. Please pray for her. My wife, she bought me a collection of this and that. This one was from San Diego. This is my mother's also. There's some guy selling it over here in Warren. I got this at a Molito. You know, I keep it humble. I go to Goodwills too. Check out stuff. I collect. This was somebody's baptism. I had to pull this one out. I'm not quite sure where I got this one, but it's baby blue. This is for JJ here. This is candle. You gotta light that incense up for my buddy. I don't smoke. I don't blaze. I'm fucking grown. I don't drink. But I'll blaze a fucking incense for you, buddy. My little brother, man. Goddamn. I'm sorry. I shouldn't say that. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry for everyone's loss. But right now, you know, I'm not too sad. I think I had my tears. I'm good. Life goes on. But we're always going to remember and we're always going to love. God bless to everyone. You'll have a good night. My name is Mark Reagan. You could look me up on Facebook. We could be friends. JJ had so many of them. Good night.